the way he found out, I was calling him like, hey, man, who you think I should get to mix the record? You're like, right. You working on the record? No, not working. That means it's done. Mixing, you finished.
I'm hanging you over the balcony again.
It's just one of them songs. Like, imagine if you allow somebody into one of your personal spaces or your personal conversation with God.
And I'm happy that he made room for me to kind of share a moment with my brother. There's so many amazing, positive things in it.
You know, God creates us to be masterpieces.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks so much for tuning into The Narrative with Sam Collier. My name's Sam Collier, and today I'm excited because we have a historic moment.
Absolutely.
Honestly. Aaron has been a friend of mine since I was 19. I did not know that this was his brother until about 3 months ago.
That's funny.
And I was shocked because I kept referring to him as BJ the Chicago Kid every time we talked.
That probably made Aaron feel weird, huh?
I was just letting him rock.
He was like, oh, yeah. And then on one random call, he says, now, you know that's my brother. And I said, like, that's your friend? You know, Black, he's like, that's your friend? He said, like, no, that's my brother. I'm like, y'all got the same mom and dad? He's like, that's my brother. Right. I said, I didn't know you for like over 10 years. Why is this the first time I'm here? I'm excited because this is one of the first times they've ever done a single together in the faith-based space. This single is taking off in terms of editorial playlists. It's before 10 to 20 million folks all around, from Spotify to Pandora to Apple Music. It's making waves, but it truly is introducing a new sound to the gospel industry. If you don't know who they are, then you need to know. Grammy nominated, stellar, alt, Soul Train win, all the things. BJ the Chicago Kid is in the building, and his big brother, Aaron Sledge.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
First of all, after that intro, you got some claps you could add or something? Because that was kind of big. You know what I mean?
Pre-pro.
Well, I really don't feel like I've done it justice. Because,
no, you did.
You know, I'm excited to get into this. It truly is an honor. You know, BJ, this is our first time meeting.
Yeah.
Big fan
much
of the
respect.
music.
Thank you.
So honored to have you on the show. And what can I say?
Bro.
I mean, it's blood, you
Absolutely.
know? And so I'm excited about this relationship. Listen, let's throw to this song before we jump in, because we're going to do a deep dive today.
Absolutely.
Talk to us about Masterpiece.
Oh, man. Masterpiece, the first single off the project entitled Legacy, is like one of the ones. Like when the song was being created, it was just something special about the record.
Yeah.
And then once BJ jumped on the record, it just went to another level. I looked at it like when I first heard his verse, I never forget, it was a Thursday morning.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the side of my bed. He had sent it to me the night before.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, man, he sent me this song. I said, you know what, while I'm getting dressed, let me just play it. So I put it on the system, let it play. And when it got to his verse, I said, I just stopped what I was doing. Stop pulling my sock. I was like this, halfway pulling my sock up. And I was like, man, it brought tears to my eyes, because it was almost like, imagine if you allow somebody into one of your personal spaces or your personal conversation with God. You know, somebody looking through the window with their ear against the door like, oh,
right.
Man, and I feel like he allowed us to share that space with him and God.
Yeah.
And I felt it. You know, when it's that intimate and you talking the way he was talking, it was almost like, man.
Absolutely.
And I was actually on my way to shoot the video for my second record, and I just played it all the way there. That was it. That was the ride along. So, but yeah, man, it's just one of them songs, man. It's just basically talking about masterpiece, and you know, God creates us to be masterpieces.
Absolutely.
You know, and of course, a masterpiece takes time in order to have that title. But I like to use the analogy: you don't have to wait for the cake to come out the oven to know it's a cake.
Right.
It's in that cake pan. It's brown. It's yellow. You know what I mean? You got the ice. You know what's happening.
Right.
And I feel like that's the way it is. But sometimes we lose focus.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes life gets to doing this thing, and sometimes we feel like, man, am I still, 5'5", 210 pounds?
Right,
You know what I mean? Some things change, but sometimes, but all the time God is there to reassure us that, no, you still
Absolutely.
that thing. I made you to be that. Ain't no other option.
Everything I make is like that. That's what you say.
Exactly.
You want to add anything to it?
I just did it.
100%. Well, look, let's get into the song.
Yeah.
This is Masterpiece.
Yes, sir.
By Aaron Sledge and his brother, BJ the Chicago Kid.
Yeah.
Y'all can say BJ Sledge. It's okay. I ain't mad.
BJ Sledge. The Sledges are in the building.
A new era.
Let's throw to it. We'll be back. Wow. So, Aaron, when we got together, We hadn't seen each other in about what?
In a minute.
It had been about
minute.
almost 10 years.
Yeah.
And what happened was, I mean, you kind of fell off the face of the earth a little bit.
So you thought.
Right. And I mean, in hindsight, like this is how I view the story, right? Like you got signed to EMI.
Yeah.
And Hold On came out. And all the other, they Stuck Here. And, you know, I'm a fan, right?
Closer.
All the things. And then you had an experience, which we can talk about later.
Yeah.
But you had an experience and you stopped doing your artist thing, right? Yeah. Timeless, I think, came out, but you really fell to the back.
Yeah.
I'm putting all these pieces together. Then emerges BJ, right? And it almost seems like he comes out of nowhere. It's like a thief in the night and is exploding.
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't know that you were also with him, you know, doing all of this stuff and producing and all of these things. Again, I'm 3 months in to this relationship.
I'm with you.
And so when you call me, you know, well, one, I saw an Instagram post. I'm like, it's like Aaron's doing music again. And I'm like, oh man, I'm just, you know, this is my friend, this is my brother.
Yeah.
Man, I just called you. I'm like, man, whatever you doing, like we got a situation with Capitol. We got a situation with Sony.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
No strings attached. And you know you be on your business. So I'm like,
course.
I'm not trying to negotiate. Just tell me what you want.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out. And then you let me hear all the songs. And I asked you what the first single was. And at that time, I think it was like Anything or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, now, what about this one with BJ? Why wouldn't that be the first song?
Yeah.
Like, and again, I don't know y'all brothers. So it's crazy to me at the time. And he's like, you think so? Yeah. I was like, yes. Then we had another meeting. And I'm like, but let's go back to this BJ song. Like, why wouldn't you reemerge with BJ? And I kept saying the Chicago Kid. And then in one meeting, you said, it's my brother. And I said, okay, it has to be the first single.
Yeah.
Because it culminates what y'all's life has been over like the past kind of 10 years or 15 years in terms of the industry and you going and him going. What does it mean to both of y'all to have this out?
Well, it's amazing to me to have it out. Timing is everything. I feel like there is no timing like God's timing, bro. Like never. I don't care what you can imagine. His thoughts and his timing and his ways is killing ours. Right. Lifetimes of killing ours, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's why it's always important of us giving it our all, no matter what. 'Cause that's kind of the work part with the faith without works is dead part. You got to do something and you got to give it your all. He told me he was working on the project. I was like, all right, that's the first conversation.
Right.
Then second time, I forgot how it came up in our conversation because me and Aaron talk, if not every day, every other day at least.
Right.
So I was like, so which one you sending to me?
Right.
Like, I know you got something. like when that's your brother, you don't got to worry about how you ask it. Just ask it.
Right.
Just ask it like it's your brother. I'm like, what you sending to me?
Right.
Like, what's up? Send me a place to land a plane, man. I'm trying to land a plane somewhere.
Right.
So he told me he had an idea, give him a couple days to figure it out. It took a few more days than what he said, but he finally sent it.
Yeah.
When he sent it, I love the record. I actually had a studio session. I don't know if it was that day or the next day, but it was very close to when he sent it. Honestly, I wrote it very fast. It wasn't like I was sitting there all day.
Right.
One of the dope parts about songwriting, and I think just being involved musically in the level that of creating the song and that process part, I think is really cool when you have a awesome pattern or you have a awesome something that's catchy. It's very helpful to kind of listen to that and kind of play off of that as much as you can. Yeah. So from how his verse began, I knew I had to start my verse. We brothers, we starting the verse the same way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But my take, my size shoe, you know, my size shirt, my size hat, you know.
Yes, right.
The same journey. It felt, to even go a little bit deeper, it felt therapeutic. I was trying to use the right word.
Good word.
It felt very therapeutic to talk to God publicly. You know what I'm saying? I pray a lot, but it felt very, very good to talk to God publicly. Being honest, not fronting, not faking. Just, you know, we all have moments where we test it. We all have moments where we want to crash out. We have moments where we probably have crashed out.
That's one of our favorite lines.
Yeah. We have moments where our crown is tested. Tested if it's hidden, if it's still on our head. Yeah. So many moments. Always aware that his blood protects us and surrounds us. And my mom's prayer since we were kids, man, that was in every prayer. Every prayer, bro. Every prayer. Protection. The blood, his arms wrapped around us. Yes, that was in every one of my mom's prayers. So man, all of that stuff plays an incredible part. I hate to seem so long-winded, but it feels good to really it feels good to really express truly what the song meant to me before I even got on it. Aaron always know how to throw the oop. Right. He know how to dunk too. Like, no, don't get it twisted. He do it all. Right. I'm sure before I got on that song, all of it was done.
Wow.
I'm sure that song was ready. I'm sure it was probably a second verse on there. He probably had to see which one he wanted to mute. But man, I'm happy that he made room for me to kind of share a moment with my brother that I feel like we needed. The world don't know that they needed to. The message. The camaraderie, the brotherhood. There's so many amazing positive things in this. Allowing our family to hear it, seeing their reaction, man, it's like medicine to our souls too. It does so much good. I mean, I don't see any harm that's doing, probably making the devil mad. That my mind is really on the right place, and on the right path. That's probably it. Yeah.
And you know, Sam,
please
to even tap back into the Anything record. My initial thought was to come out, man, just sprinkle a little, the mist, spray a little mist, and then come back with the BJ record, and we bring out the water hose. We call the fire department. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we're speaking with the team. They said, "No, let's just go for the fire department straight out the gate. Let's just wet everybody up straight out the gate." Right. You know what I mean? And so
I still ain't heard the rest of the album, by the way. I only heard the song I'm on. Y'all, I only heard the song I'm on. I didn't mean to stop his story. Continue. So I don't even know what else around this song. I ain't heard nothing. He's keeping it 007 orange envelope with the stick on the side. And I'm his brother, his real brother. Same mama, same daddy. I ain't heard nothing but the song I'm on.
But you know what?
But wait, I gotta pause right there because that's a good segue. Because you told me privately, and I want you to respond to this. That you weren't gonna ask him to be on the record. But let me tell you why. It wasn't because you didn't want him to be. You have, and let's just be vulnerable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Like, you have such a respect for him and what God has done through his life. I'm about to say ministry. Through his life and through his career. And everybody always wants so much from him. Yeah. As a brother, you didn't want to put that burden on him.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, "No, I don't want to bother you. It's all good." He's like, "Bother me? You're my brother." Right. You know what I mean? And
it was beautiful when I heard that.
Yeah. So
sometimes it's like that. I love you, man. You know he love you. Sometimes you got to hear it that day, that second, that moment. Yeah. He know what's up, but sometimes Chief, you don't say
hey, the song now. I'm gonna be on the album.
I'm forcing my way. I'm Big Red Records in my way.
Got me dangling. Like,
what you say? My office hours are forever for you. Forever. I'm open forever for you. Forever.
I'm gonna hang you over the balcony until you let me get on the song. Where's the room at? Tell me to give me the song.
Hey, but you know what?
Please.
But I'm glad he did that because it opened up, it segued for me to get features. I didn't have no features on the record. It was just me on the record. Yeah. So that opened up the doors to, be able to at least look at that from another perspective, which I'm glad I did.
Me too, because I sometimes forget that people would love to help me and I don't use those numbers, and I haven't. I'm guilty just as much as everybody else. People in higher places or special places or people in magical places that's big fans of me. I'm big fans of them. Yeah. And man, sometimes we just don't pick up the phone, and that kind of goes with that thing, man. Sometimes you gotta be like, "Hey, nah, for real. Look me in my face, and then we're gonna leave. But I'm letting you know before we leave, bro. Call me tonight. If not, nigga, I'm calling you in the morning. And
right.
You gotta let them know it's that serious. And man, bro, I look at life a lot differently. Man, bro, we've lost so many people. You just never know when it's your last. You never know, bro. You got to play the game like that. You have to. If you don't, bro, you're going to lose your mind, your soul, your heart, your life, something. But you have to play that game very present. Yeah. Being very present, being very, very, very present. Absolutely. And this is one of the gifts of being present, man. We just normally talk on the phone. What's crazy is he probably working on the album the whole time, and we be on the phone talking about everything else but that. Talk about my son or what his daughter's doing, or just being brothers, man. And he working on this album the whole time, ain't told me nothing. And I'm sure when he finally told me, I'm sure it was past 85% ready. Right. Because I know how he moves.
But actually, the way he found out, I was calling him like, "Hey, man, who do you think I should get to mix the record?" He like, "You working on the record?"
Right. No, not working. That means it's done. Mixing, you
Who said I
finished.
mix it?
Yeah, you finished, man.
I'm hanging you over the balcony again.
I'll be over there 9 o'clock. Don't worry. Snooky.
Right. Good work. Right.
Well, look, I gotta make a segue to this question, and it's a big one, and it's gonna take us a little deeper. So, I Googled BJ the Chicago Kid, and I Googled Aaron Sledge, and BJ, you have worked with some of the biggest artists in the world. God has blessed you to be a household name. It's interesting.
You think I'm a household name?
Let me tell you how
I don't think so yet.
Let me tell you how I know this.
All right, I'm listening.
Well, one, when I walked in here, I asked our friend, "Do you know BJ?" He said, "Oh my gosh, I love BJ."
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a friend in South Africa, lives in South Africa.
Okay.
And she said, I said, "No, we just put a new song out. I'm really excited about it. It's a big one. Are you familiar with, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love his music." Wow. Living in South Africa, born and raised. God has just, he's from Soul Train Awards to so many different Grammy nominations, all the things. Aaron, 10 Grammy nominations and writing with Tyrese and all these things. I'm trying to figure out what's in the Sledge water.
I don't know.
Y'all got to take me back because, and I want y'all to talk about, because let me say this as well. When I had a conversation with BJ's team, one of the things they said, and I just got to express all this because it was like blessing me last night. Like I was crying. I was like, I can't believe the Lord is doing this. Like, they said, what's really important to BJ is that we're not just on the road and it's the quote unquote BJ show. What's important to BJ is that this is my big brother that I love, and we're doing this together.
Yeah, this isn't the BJ show at all. I'm sitting in the right seat. He's sitting closer to you. This is a lot of people don't really understand. This is where I get it from. It's 3 boys. It's 3 boys. Myself, I'm the youngest, and I ain't gonna tell you the ranks of others who don't really like that. They want to keep it. But
take us in.
I think it's I think at times I sound like Aaron, then sometimes I sound like Scooter as far as my tone.
Yeah.
Then sometimes I do runs like Aaron, and then sometimes I have Scooter's tone, but I do the run out. So it's so weird. The older I get, I'm able to kind of see a little bit more of where it comes from. I can't even say the inspiration. It's actually the source, for real, for real. So it's an honor on a whole nother level to be here with my brother, from having this support in my own world and what I've done and what I'm doing in the future as well. To even being here with him like this. I think this is how it's supposed to be, bro. If I was watching the movie and I wasn't BJ and I wasn't Aaron's brother, I would want this to happen too. I would root for this. And if it didn't happen, I'd be like, y'all is stupid. What are y'all? What are y'all? Yeah, like I try to think about it like that for real. If I was watching this movie, I would be like, y'all gotta do it. Y'all gotta do it. And of course, we brothers, we have disagreements, we have happy days, we all type of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We still brothers,
but
bro.
It's
like
family.
I think the championship of it all, the trophy of it all, is still being brothers through it all.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
That's the win.
Yeah, you can't get rid of that. He can't get rid of me if that's why I'm on this album. He can't get rid of me. No. I don't care how much I may get on his nerves sometimes. I don't care how much I may call him in a day. I don't care. That's my brother. At some point, that's his job to bring the sponge and make more room for the water. Because I got more water coming, bro.
Right,
You my big brother.
I'm
You my big
up.
brother. You here. And man, it's just such an honor to be here for him. As man, this is a little fraction of he's been here for me, bro. For real, this is just a small fraction, bro. This is a percentage of what he's been for me. So yeah, man. Many times as we could do this, I'm with it.
You got to respond. How that make you feel?
It's. I like to think I'm a great writer. I like to think I'm never lost for words, but it's a time and space for everything. You know what I mean? I think this one of them times, like, it's an honor that he looks at it this way. It's dope to me that, because it could just be another situation where it's just another record or another moment. You know what I mean? So to take out the time, because he could be anywhere. We've been out for a week just promoting the record already. He could be doing anything else. Man, I got an amazing nephew at the crib that demands that attention. And I look, I be like, man, I be ready. I told my wife, I said, man, the other day he was like, Uncle Erwin. I said, man, boy, you about to make me get in this car and drive an hour and a half to come hug you, boy. You better back. But yeah, it's one of them things, man. So, he could be doing anything. And so could I. Have an amazing family at home, a beautiful wife, man, kids. You know what I mean? I got a grandson now, Sam. And I would have loved to stay in Chicago for about 5 more days and just love on them. You know what I mean? But so when we do the things that we do, it's really taken away from other things. So it even makes that time much more special.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's an honor that he's rocking with me. I love it. Imagine I almost forfeited and didn't ask him. So
and it's always catapult to other things, man. Anytime we in town, man, the family, it's just another reason for the family to come together.
Yeah.
Another reason for us to get those hugs in. I call it like filling up at the gas station. We live in California now, so seeing the family that we used to seeing as much as we would normally see when we were living in Chicago is very seldom now. So I call going back to Chicago, going to the gas station, man.
Right.
So it give us another reason and them another reason to get gas from us and us get gas from them, man. Yeah. Which is that love. Man, the laughs with cousins will never change, man. That's always the best thing in the world. Sometimes just being in the presence. We don't got to say nothing. We just know we here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I think our family has never played the game no other way but the right way when it comes to how life is. And I think that's what just always makes us. We just with our cousins day before yesterday.
What?
Yeah, I'm talking about all day kicking it and coming to the house the day before that. So it gives so many more reasons for so many more flower moments. And through us just deciding to say yes, from him deciding to send me the song, from just those small decisions, it catapults to a whole, it's avalanches to a whole nother beautiful thing. Man, our family love us, we love them. So it enhances everything. Being here to meet you, being in Atlanta, it takes you, when you put the music out, it grows wings and it flies where you don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's the coolest thing about this. You give it your all, you put gas in it and you just let it go. And
you let it go.
And it flies to South Africa, to London, to the streets of Chicago, to Atlanta, to New York, wherever you may think, to London, wherever you may think it wouldn't be, it's on the list of destinations. And I think that's a blessing from God to even be able to do this for a living, bro. It's so many cool things in this one moment. I feel like it's a whole book in itself.
Yeah.
You shared with me privately, that you were part of BJ's first couple albums, I believe. And we were riding around. Was it the top? I'm not going to say the car you got. We were riding around in a nice car. After leaving the compound. I said, is Aladdin here? How did we get there? I said, you and BJ both got stuff. Yeah. He said, I'm not telling you his business.
Right.
But we're blessed.
Yeah, we blessed, man.
But you shared with me that it didn't matter what time of the night they called you. You were there for him. Why?
It's my brother. It's almost like if it was emergency and you call me, I'm there. Yeah. So it doesn't matter the circumstance, meaning whether it's music, it's something that's needed that I can help with, or it's something that whatever I can contribute, I'm on that. You know what I mean? And so that doesn't just go into play when it's talking about something with his son or himself or it's all around.
Before I got my house, I called Aaron.
Yeah.
Before I got my house, bro, I said, this is the situation. This is what it look like. Look at your phone. Look at the pictures.
Yeah.
There's another one. He said,
right. Yeah.
He said, well, if you want to do this, then do this. If you don't want to do this, then do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you right back. That's how fast the conversation was. So now, man, the fastest conversation to the longest ones, bro. Yeah. He's there, man.
And you gotta go a little deeper.
And by the way, we didn't cook some bomb meals in that chef kitchen of his. Oh yeah.
No, but you gotta go deeper for me, because when you say I did it because, and I'll do it because that's my brother. What is behind that?
Well, it's almost like, have you ever loved and loved hard? Where it's almost like, man, really? Cool. I still love you, but don't do that again.
Right.
Boom. Yeah, I love you. So it's one of them things like love transcends. It transcends any moment, anything. And, it's almost like the true essence to love is the things you do, not what you say. It's not even the flowers you buy, it's how you give it to her. That's the love. You know what I mean? The thought that the very essence of you knowing she needs that she's still a bomb woman. My wife is bomb, G, like in every aspect of the word. Like, I don't even know what I was doing prior to her. That's how bomb she is.
Wow.
So the thing is, at the end of the day, it's not me telling her I love her, it's me showing it. You know what I mean? The way I love her, the way I pay attention to her needs, the way, this is already, man, but I knew you would like that. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. I'm out, man, I come back, man, babe, I thought you would smell good in this. Here you go. Those are the things and it's not even a material buying thing. It's just the thought. And so that brings me back to this thing. It's just when you love somebody, there are no boundaries. You know what I mean? It's almost like when you love somebody, you will swim that sea, even though I ain't a good swimmer, bro. And I know it's a good chance I'm gonna drown. But at least in the way getting to him and I drown, he knew I loved him enough to risk my life. Yep. You know what I mean? So it's that kind of thing.
And has it always been like that for y'all? Like, tell me about the childhood. Did y'all have a hard childhood, or wasn't it easy? Like,
well, I think our childhood was a childhood just like everybody else. When we got out of pocket, my old man stepped in and buked us. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, you know what I mean? But you know, we understood, okay, let's not go down that path. Honestly, man, you know, as much as I hated how my man used to sometimes be rough on us and tough on us, it's because of that we don't got records. Yeah. It's because of that we ain't incarcerated. It's because of that Sam.
Y'all in the hood? Y'all grew up in the hood?
Yeah. Okay. So it's
in the hood yesterday.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's why I always say, like, my man didn't just raise us. It was the hood that raised us too. It was when we got into it, or when something happened, it wasn't my man that pulled up all the time. It was the dudes down the block. Yeah. It was Vaughn, Dion, the Washingtons, the McDaniels. Yeah. It was like we was surrounded.
Our neighbors watched us too. Like they I'm gonna tell your daddy, let me see you do that again. Or they come in with you see them getting out the car with them groceries, or at least help her carry it to the door. You don't got to go in the house, but you can help make it easier for her. We just grew up in I feel like I call it the last of the good days for real, because man, after those days it became and grew to what we see now. But those rules, that instillment period is like kind of why we are the way we are. I mean, having a boy now, I understand it a lot more too. Being a dad, I understand it one thing, but then having a boy, I understand it a lot as well. I see ways where I can, you know, slightly do things a little bit different than my life experience. You know, I see some things that you try to do different, and them little boys still gonna be. So you got to go back to that.
My bad. That was the wrong one to change.
Yeah, and I think for us to accept the challenge to make our generation better, I think, man, bro, that could bring tears to my eyes because it's so easy to settle.
Yeah.
To settle is to do nothing. To do nothing is the easiest thing to do. Sit on the couch and watch Martin all day. That's you accomplishing your nothing goal.
Right.
You doing it. And I think to accept the change, meaning like, yeah, we gonna make mistakes with each other. Sometimes the hardest thing to accept is a heartbreak from your loved one, you know?
Right.
You rather be from a stranger because they don't know no better, right? Yeah. You know, but nah, man, I thank God for our experiences, man. I thank God for our bounce backs. I thank God for us being mature enough to be able to talk about things as well. What might disturb him, what might disturb me. Man, we brothers. You can't. I don't think you will get more brother than we are. Yeah. For real. It's the good, the bad, the ugly. Right. Yeah, it's the good, the bad, the ugly. And there's one more outside this door too.
Right. I just met him.
Too. Yeah. So, imagine all three of us together. Yeah. Back in the day, yeah. Remember how big WWF was back in the day?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they used to slam me everything. Yeah, I got the boots. Yeah, so like, yeah, because of them, I have hands myself because I had to learn how to fight. I had to learn how to fight them off. And, you know, our cousins grew up like brothers to us too. So we already grew up like brothers and sisters. It never really was cousins. Cousins just a way to explain it to other people. But that love and that togetherness, bro, I don't think any of us can get away from it. And the music is a big part of it, man. It's a big part of it.
I'm gonna go two more places and we're done. Seeing what the Lord has blessed y'all with, knowing where y'all came from, is insane. Yeah. Because y'all are not only successful, y'all are like, there's global acclaim attached to both of your lives.
God is good.
There's financial provision. Like, y'all not just living here. Y'all are like, God has really blessed y'all. My question is, for somebody that's watching, that's in the hood, they in a dark situation, you know? They sleeping on the floor. They on the couch. How did y'all make it out? Because I mean, y'all singing in the hood, and then God does this. How did this happen?
You know what? I think to this day, my grandmother been probably passed maybe about 20 years now, and we're still living off of her prayers. It's the prayers, bro. It's the prayers, and then it has something to do with our obedience as well, because we have our own accountability to God. But I just think, man, my grandmother, and then my mother, a giant when it comes to God. In my eyes, man.
I feel like all her prayers hit that.
Oh man, ain't nothing. The ceiling, they get all of them getting through this roof, the ceiling fan, the clouds. Oh yeah,
100 for 100, bro.
Man, unmatched. And so when I think we're still, even to this day, my mother, you know, she prays for us like we 12. God, look, go in. Sometimes, you know,
the prayer line. Tell about the prayer line in the morning.
My mother get up in the morning on the prayer line. God bless the government, and God, you moving, you
speaking
see.
in tongues, bro. We about to go to school. We about to go to school.
Yeah, we about to go to school.
This how we waking up, hearing her pray, prayer line every day.
Look, after she finished praying, you hit a light. All right, it's time to get up. All right. But you know, it was cold too, because I think we got that from a spiritual aspect. And then it was this radio station that my mama played every morning. They play everybody from Michael Jackson, James Taylor. I think that diversity, that really that really helped us to not just be Clark sisters and Daryl Cole and Daryl Coley and all these, you know, the Winans, even though that was our foundation. Yeah. But my mama said, I don't even think she understood what that was doing. You know, I used to wake up some morning, I want to be where you are. Oh. Man, my mother came out and said, "Mom, you hear me this morning?" She said, "Yeah, I heard you in there." But it was what was playing on the radio. We woke up to that stuff.
That's why I first heard "As We Lay." I was like, as a kid though. Yeah. As a kid, bro, I was like, Kelly. What is this? Yeah. Shirley, not Kelly. Shirley.
Murdoch. Shirley Murdoch.
Yeah, Shirley, the original, the OG, bro. And hearing Can You Stand the Rain? Certain songs, I was like, why do I feel like I understand this like an adult? Yeah. Not in the form of the action that adults do to it, but the feeling that the music brought, the high quality, the high production, the value, I'm talking about musically, what I felt as a kid, I was like, this is crazy. Hearing them synths on As We Lay, what? Yeah. Oh, oh my God. And it's no drums. And the bass is the bass is the rhythm.
The rhythm, right.
Yeah, it's like, how as a kid, how am I able to dissect this stuff? So I think all of these were just like Aaron said, man, it was training our ears to be something that we didn't really quite understand yet, but we were along for the ride for sure. For sure. Aaron played drums, Scooter played drums, I played drums. And Aaron, I was in a band at school, and that was the cool band. Like, and I left the band and went to the choir because the choir was cool. Yeah. But I was always still musically involved, man. I'm still that kid that went outside to play basketball with Marcus, Rob, and all the guys every day at the park. But like all of that stuff kind of just kept us together. Like music was the thing that championed it all. And I remember those stations, man. Those stations woke us up. Those prayers woke us up. Yeah, all of that counts. Yeah.
So we might get another song from y'all.
You never know. You never know what the future holds. You never know. You never know. But you know, I would be remiss to not mention my mom in the way of not just her being a prayer warrior, but being a great mom. An amazing mom, like through the test of trials. One thing I always will never forget, my mom used to always tell me, I'd be like, I call it, see it. So when I talk to my mom, I become a baby. I ain't Aaron, whatever people see me as, but I'd be like, Mama, you know, man, I don't understand this. It seemed like, Aaron, when has God ever failed you? And when that's like, that's almost like my name. I will never forget that. And every time I get to that point, to that crossroad, I hear a voice. When has God ever let you down? Never? Okay, then. You know what I mean? And it's just like a reset. You know what I mean? So I just want to give her some love and shout out for all the support and being an amazing woman through test trials, just being and with flaws and all, just being amazing. As my homeboy would say, amazing. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's my mom, G. Yeah, she's one of those.
Listen, we got to get some more music. Oh, you never say it.
Yeah, just put it out there. Let it linger.
It's a blessing. The sound is unmatched. Talk to me about, as we close, how y'all feel about gospel music and the state of it.
Well, I personally feel like gospel music is in a good place. No genre is perfect, but I feel like gospel music is home, man. I can go home and have a hole in the wall. I just slide the couch over so you can't see it. That's still home. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that this ain't a mansion. It's great. Gospel music is great, and what I love about gospel music is steady evolving. It's not stagnant. It's not like, okay, we just this. No, gospel music is and the gospel industry is embracing that. Look at somebody like me. My some may say mine don't even resemble gospel. If you take away the lyrics, but the industry is embracing me. Big ups to Paul Wright III. You know what I mean? Big ups to Erica.
Paul.
Yeah, big ups to Gene, Ebony, just the whole squad.
Yeah.
Rio, Justin, just the whole team, man, because it takes a village. But I love the fact that the industry is not ignoring the village.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're embracing it. So I mean, I feel like it's in a good space.
We got to shout out Corn and Maisha.
I was gonna give him that stage, but
we gotta shout them out.
But since you said it, most definitely, Corn and Maisha.
And Savoy.
And Savoy.
Yep.
Amazing people. I know him personally. Like, you know, that's his team, but that's my family too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could pick up the phone and call any of them. So yeah, shout out to and honestly, it's because of our two teams that we're here today and able to do this so efficiently.
Yes.
So efficiently, man. So you know,
everybody has been working together and massaging and doing the best because I think what's been amazing is everybody has put the brotherhood first.
Yeah.
And that's been behind the scenes. Like when we talk about the spirit of God, it's like, look, the number one thing that we need to be focused on is they brothers.
Yeah.
So whatever we got to do, let's do that.
I didn't get to answer the question. How
Please, no, I'm coming. Absolutely.
Don't leave me out.
No, you got to come.
Put some reverb on my mic.
Right. It's like he does R&B. He has nothing to add. No, please. Please, I was coming to you.
I think
and I got a follow-up for that.
I've been seeing what's been going on in gospel music, and I think, of course, some things are going to be conversation, but I think what you choose to listen to is still what you like to listen to or what would enhance your spiritual journey. And all of them are options. So why is people arguing over what is the that part was crazy. I ain't gonna get deep into it.
No, give us a little bit.
But I seen it, and I think how could I put this? To have more than one style, it matches to having more than one type of person in the world. I think it's something for everybody to eat. And I think if that was the focal point of the conversation, cool. But why y'all expect everybody to listen to the same thing? That's why it sound like a big, in the cartoons back in the day when they get to tussling, it's just smoke and stars coming out of it, but they fight. You can tell they fighting, but it's just smoke. That's what it looked like. And it's so stupid to me. It's pointless because all of this is an option. The song won't get you to heaven. So like, I think if this guy likes the blue song, he liked the yellow song, he liked the red song, I'm happy all three I made so all three could be fed. Versus forcing everybody to eat the same thing when two people really not getting fed is that one. So I think to understand what the real focal point is, that this music is for everybody and all gospel music is for, hey man, if you like CCM, if you like this, whatever helps you with your journey personally, because man, these songs will not be there when it's that time. These songs will not be playing. Big Dog will be a song we never heard. All of us. You know what I'm saying? So I think to find what's best for you, I think that makes gospel music more stronger. Find what's best for you in your walk, man.
How have you, BJ, maintained your faith in this industry?
Oh man, personal relationship. If it ain't personal, you ain't got nothing. Yeah, man. Since we've been out on here, I definitely had my mama where they done left the house. I done have my hands up for sure. Sometimes I go to the Sunday service choir and I got a certain songs that I like that just remind me of how I need to be. Yeah, it keeps me in line. It reminds me of how grateful I am. Yeah, so I have my moments, and I think God knows that He has my heart. So I don't care what others think.
Right.
I don't say people. I say because God's still working on me. He's still working on me. I'm still a work in progress. But I don't care what people think, man. I don't care what they say. They don't know the joy I have, bro. They don't know why I have it. They don't know what God brought me through to have this joy. So it's definitely secured around my joy. Like the walkie-talkies, dark glasses, all black. Oh, put the chains on. Yeah. My joy is secured, and I think to breach that security, you got to be something special. Because man, bro, I love where I am, so I'm protecting that as well. But I'm gonna continue to show God that I'm grateful, that I'm faithful too. Yeah.
You feel like your relationship has ever been tested in the industry?
Every day. Every day.
You ain't listen to them masterpiece lyrics.
Every day. Oh man, yeah. You tested all the time, man. but knowing that you're the one being watched, knowing that you're the one that man, I'm being watched when I don't even think I'm being watched. Somebody see me biting that burger, you know. Somebody, you know, so you always being watched when you. I went on Twitter one time. Somebody was like, "Man, I saw you walking downtown LA by yourself." I was like, because I ain't got no beef nowhere. I'm secure in my life. Yeah. But that's how I move, and I feel like man, we gonna be all right, man. Yeah. And this is definitely a different BJ than 365 days ago. I haven't exercised my faith this much in a long time, and it feels incredibly good to be a part of a song that's helping my faith as well. This is not just me speaking to people; I'm speaking to myself. When I get back to that place where I feel like I'm about to crash out, you don't think these lyrics gonna come in my head,
right? And
these lyrics is like a promise publicly as well. So if I said I ain't gonna crash, I probably can't do it. I gotta figure out another route instantly. Right. Even if it's taking 5 seconds, you know, even if it's taking 5 seconds to chill back. But this song has kind of made me be more accountable as well. It's not just a song.
Well, for us on the label side, it was one, it's just amazing to hear your voice on a gospel song, a faith-based song. Like to hear how you weave in and out. Like that's what I love. Like that's why I wanted to be with American Urban Radio Network. It's not a gospel station. I'm doing a faith-based show, but it's not gospel. So you can come on and say whatever you want to say and fully show up as you. And that's what I feel like you did. And I mean, it really is an honor. And I want to say that to you to be able to host what God has put in you and you stay unique to you, but on this song. I'm gonna let you have the last word. And here's my question. Okay. Same question, but a little different.
Okay.
You've done some things for Cardi B.
We have.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Come on. We can go down the list. Stevie Wonder. We can. Look, we start going through y'all resume. We're not going to be done with this show. There's too many stars. Y'all stars is too much. We get it.
We have to take him to Lake Barnell.
It's too much.
The yams.
Jeez. But Tyrese, all these other things, right? Both of y'all. BJ shows up in the world as an R&B artist. You show up in the world as a gospel artist. But really, both of y'all are in both worlds.
Yeah.
You behind the scenes over here. He behind the scenes over here. And this is so y'all, you know. So talk to me about how you have maintained your faith going in and out. And then how God is continuing to make all of y'all, you know, both of y'all masterpieces.
I maintain my faith because I got a relationship. My faith ain't based on what room I'm in. Now, am I perfect? Absolutely not. I was just telling my amazing dude who handles all my visuals, his name is D'Angelo. I told him, I said, bro, let me tell you when we first started working together, I said, let me tell you something. I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
So you're going to see some stuff that may not, you may hear some stuff that may not, but just know I love God, man. And I'm human and I'm a great individual. And to this day, he still rock with me, like, because he understands that. Now, I'm not out here wilding. I ain't putting nobody in the bag and putting them in the trunk. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
doing that?
Yeah, I stopped, Sam. I stopped. So, you know.
I didn't think we were talking about that public.
Yeah, right. Since you brought it up.
Right.
But,
he used to work at a funeral home, y'all. They ain't talking about that.
That's what I mean.
Ain't our league.
That's what I mean. So, you know, man, I just feel like at the end of the day, it's just being who you are because, you know, there are temptations in every place. But, you know, I just try to stay focused because I got too much to lose.
Yeah.
You know, spiritually, I got too much to lose. I got too much to lose, you know, with my family. And I just, you know, I've been on the other end of not having.
Yeah.
So you have a different respect and a different understanding when you shift to another situation. And so having that situation, you learn how to honor and respect those things that you have because you remember when you didn't have them and you know the wrong move can make it so you don't have them again. So but now the second part to the question you didn't ask me that I want to say is I want to thank you. And I'm going to tell you why. Sam didn't get into, you say, I'm turn this around. Don't you do it. But I think I woke up one morning. He didn't give you guys the details about the story about when he heard I had a record. But I woke up one morning and my homeboy was like, yo, it's some dude on your Instagram called named Sam. I think he got a distribution company. I said, Sam, oh yeah, that's my homie. Yeah, that's Sam. He said, call Sam back, man. I was like, I'll call him. He's like, no, stop what you're doing if you can and call Sam. I said, all right. So instead of calling Sam, I hit Sam on his DM. So I'm hitting him, and the bubble came up. He hit me, and Sam was like, man, I was saying, what up? He's like, man, you working on, man, name it, let's do it. I was like,
why you
right.
gotta do my voice?
I'm sorry.
He does this privately.
Right. So I
Y'all funny, man.
Go ahead,
so I said, man, yeah. He's like, I said, man, Sam. So let's set something up where you can hear the record. He was like, cool. So he heard the record. He was like, man, this is amazing. We gotta. So we made some plays we didn't agree with. So we moved on to some other things. But man, thank you, bro. I'm glad you follow God because you made the connection. You set it up. You threw the alley-oop, dunked it, and then Paul came back and said, listen. Paul became Phil Jackson.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And had this whole play, and he already knew Rodman, he already had the Pippen, he already had Horace Grant, so we became the Bulls all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, God, I don't even know, like, cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I was scared coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the right word to say. I was afraid because I'm like, God, I've been going so long. Is people gonna ignore me? I know people saying they want the music, they hit me, but what is going on? But I think out of all of that, my obedience led me to where we are today. Long story short, but I want to thank you, man, for opening up those doors and lead me to some amazing avenues, some great situations. Even encouragement you give me after we landed those situations, just your consistency as a brother, man. I appreciate that. Just want to say that publicly because, you know, a lot of stuff that happens behind closed doors, the appreciation stays behind closed doors, and I don't believe in that.
Well, I think, you know, I heard it in BJ's voice, and I think this is how we all feel. It's, you know, we support Aaron.
I appreciate
you
that,
know,
man.
I think we both, all of us, we see what God is doing, and it's your time, you know.
That's
I you know, not to make it about this, but like just even what BJ shared in the beginning, like he's honored to be here with you to help support what the Lord's doing. Mm-hmm. And it's just beautiful, man. You know, everybody has a time and a season.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I don't want to get into prophetic land, but it's like, you know, I see so much coming for BJ in the next couple of months. Yeah. And in 2026, and so much coming for y'all, coming for you. I just feel like I just see both of y'all doing this, and it's gonna be beautiful. And I think what God has done is now He's united y'all at a time where I think He's exploding both of you. Yeah. And I think y'all gonna need each other, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, we need each other long for the song,
yeah.
for sure, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Can y'all pray?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we prayed all day.
All right.
Absolutely. So
You pray first, and then you close it.
but before
Please
we
say
pray,
it.
man, I want to one last thank you. I got to say to Gina Miller.
Gina
Miller.
Gospel Music Hall of Fame.
Oh my
Gina.
goodness! I'm sure everybody that hears this know Gina, man. Gina, I love you. Thank you for your support, your knowledge, your amazingness to help carry me to where we finna go. Mm-hmm. So big ups, absolutely.
I would rather you pray. This your show.
Me?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah, bro. Just you put the covering on the pot, big dog. You got it boiling.
Let us open night. I'm just kidding. I'm a pastor on the side. All right. Man, wow. What a special moment this is. To be with two brothers who are exemplifying before the world what it looks like to rise from the ashes and stay consistent in that, to dominate in so many different industries, but through the ups and the downs, stay together. We're grateful that you're making us a masterpiece, that you've made us this way. In your word, it says we are your workmanship. There's treasure in these earthen vessels, and that's what we're seeing today. And I'm grateful for this platform to be able to highlight these two vessels that are choosing to exercise and to get out of them the treasure you put on the inside of them. Their music has blessed so many millions all around the world for so long. And it's exciting that we're able to stand in this moment to lift up a new song that will breathe in a new grace for this generation. And I pray specifically for Aaron, and I pray for BJ, Sledge, that you would be with them, that you bless their careers, you bless their music. They've stated already they're not perfect, but their heart is for you, God. And you said David had a heart that was after you, and David wasn't perfect, but you blessed him and you elevated him, and you took him into places, God, where many people couldn't go. They both been uniquely wired and postured to do some incredible things and to exist and to be your example in so many different rooms where people are in the room that are not for you. God, would you let them continue to be faithful, and would you bless their music that it would go all over the world?
Yes, Lord.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Hey, listen, thanks so much for tuning into The Narrative with Sam Collier and Aaron Sledge and BJ, the Chicago Kid. Masterpiece is out
Go
now.
get that Run It Up stream.
Go
Buy
get it wherever it's at. And listen, in the world where there's so many narratives, we hope we've gotten this one right. Appreciate y'all.
Masterpiece. Thank you, bro.